Thousands of calls to the VA from veterans seeking mental health care went unanswered over the past year. And that was just at the Atlanta VA. One veteran in the midst of a mental health crisis called 10 times over a 3-month period and could not get the care she needed, much less anyone to answer her calls. So she ended up in an emergency room. Other veterans who made VA appointments say their therapists didn't even show up. Meanwhile, a manager at the Atlanta VA responsible for overseeing the scheduling of veterans' appointments actually called into a meeting from a bubble bath and posted this selfie on social media with the caption, "My office for the next hour." Another VA staffer lamented, quote, "It's almost as if this employee is making a mockery of all the veterans. I can sit here in my tub and relax, and you just have to wait." And that is exactly what is happening. While this bill provides nearly $320 billion for the VA, what good is it to give the agency all of this money if the VA isn't even answering the phone or showing up for appointments with our veterans? This isn't just a problem at the VA either. Desperate travelers are waiting hours on the phone or in line, hoping to speak with someone at the State Department about passport delays that are causing vacation cancellations. And seniors calling the Social Security Administration are increasingly having their calls go unanswered altogether as the agency shifts towards remote work. Frustrated Americans are sick and tired of being put on hold while many federal employees are phoning it in, working from home. In his 2022 State of the Union address, President Biden pledged that, quote, "The vast majority of federal workers will once again work in person." A year and a half later, government employee unions are still fighting off efforts to bring their bureaucrats back. Only 1 out of every 3 bureaucrats is fully back in the office, according to a recent Office of Personnel Management survey. Some said they never report to a physical office. 75% or more of the office space at the headquarters of most federal agencies is not even being used. Taxpayers are picking up the cost of maintaining these mostly empty buildings. If federal employees can't be found at their desks, exactly where are they? The work locations of over 281,000 employees were redacted by the Biden administration to a Freedom of Information request filed by the nonprofit group Open the Books. Well, folks, time's up for Biden's game of bureaucrat hide and seek. I am offering an amendment making the Biden administration account for the location of every bureaucrat who works for the VA and every other department funded by this bill. My amendment also requires taxpayers to be told the financial and environmental costs of maintaining empty offices and the impact remote work is having on veterans' care and the response times of other government services. To all of my Senate colleagues, don't claim that you are taking care of veterans just because there is a spending increase for the VA in this bill. We need to work together to ensure that the VA is actually showing up and caring for our veterans. My amendment will provide some much-needed accountability to monitor if that is happening. Our veterans answered the call of duty. Now it's time for federal employees to do the same. Thank you.